Tigers aren't the only ones who can do flips. Apes aren't the only ones with funny lips. Just watch me make a splash in my bathtub. The elephants and I must be cousins. Hey birds, us kids are not so different. We like exploring all the continents, swimming like fish and crawling like reptiles. Don't think the lion is the only one who's wild. Penguin, frog, camel, crocodile. I wanna know what it's like to be wild. I wanna see who's living next door. We're in this together in one big wild world. Together in a wild, wild world. Together in a wild, wild world.
Today we're off to the south of Spain. Olé! There is a strait, an arm of the sea separating Spain from Africa, the Straits of Gibraltar. The coastal regions of Europe shelter a great many animals, and the best known, well, they're the seabirds. And yet, in Gibraltar's nature reserve is found a remarkable colony, the last macaques, the Barbary apes, the only monkeys living in Europe. We're going to see that they are champions at communication. Well, of course, they can't talk, not as we do, but they have perfected a certain traditional practice that lets them remain very close to one another. The most important of these practices is showing the baby. If you have a baby brother or sister, well, you know what I'm talking about. Like our moms, macaque mothers like for their babies to be admired. They almost seem to be talking it over. However, even the adults are mute. They don't actually speak. They communicate by making faces, by gestures. And this is a very important ritual, so much so that brothers and sisters get jealous if they seem left out. As a result, sometimes older brothers and sisters, well, they try to get even. Like this youngster who tries to take a baby so he will be noticed. Usually for this, they get a good spanking and are sent to the top of a tree, all alone, quietly to munch on a few leaves and to get cleaned up. Well, it's too hard to stay by yourself, and besides, a young Barbary ape can't just sit still. Everybody knows that. No, he'd rather stroll over to the cliff and look around. The view is fantastic, and with a little luck, he's sure to find somebody to help him clean up. Ah, there we are. What did I say? You often hear that monkeys de-flea each other. Yuck, sounds awful. It's like a filthy habit. But monkeys, especially our Barbary apes, have no more parasites than, say, a dog, only they don't have anti-flea collars. Daily grooming is a must if you want to stay clean. Sure, but what if you have a flea on your back? Lots of luck trying to get rid of it all alone. You just try it. That is why having a friend is much more practical. And besides, grooming, it lets them develop a closer relationship, a sort of custom, like showing the baby. As a matter of fact, it doesn't look too unpleasant, this old custom. Nope. It's not bad at all. It makes you sleepy. Well, this traditional behavior helps our colony of Barbary apes to remain united. And in a group, well, everything is easier.